Hello there. This is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another office video. Once again, yet another ladies' view of body game. And we haven't had this one on in a while, but the lovely young lady Brittany. You want your last name on there, girl?
I don't know, but do I?
We'll leave it like this. You might make some guys mad. But you know,
Hmm.
you know the deal with me, right? You know the deal with me. You know, I talk about body game. I just want your view about body game. And if you want to slide in some stuff about it, you know, all your girlfriends that be hanging out with you, partying and stuff. I see y'all. I'll be like, man, girl. Anyway, so what do you feel? What do you feel about men's bodies and everything?
Well, I think every woman is gonna ideally want her man to still be attractive,
Mm-hmm.
and it's subjective of what's attractive per woman. However, for me, I don't mind you having, say, for instance, a dad bod, but it cannot be sloppy. When you can't, when you're overweight, um, and it's not proportion, it actually looks like you don't actually try to take care of yourself. It's it's not as attractive, and also if you're with someone and you or especially are planning for longevity, you want to be attracted sexually.
Mm-hmm.
And I am not drawn to huge belly over stomach and heavy sweaty and that kind of thing. Yeah, you can have a little dad bod, but like don't let it get out of hand.
Oh, okay. But hold up though. Let me play like a Rom's advocate, not devil's advocate, Rom's advocate, right? All
Okay.
right. So what if he got six figures? He's making six figures. He's real nice. He want to just take care of you, let you just stay home and stuff. And what if his face is handsome to you? What about that?
So, I mean, do all of those other things matter? Absolutely, they do. Are they attractive? Yes. And will a woman actually still be with that guy that, maybe he's, I'm going to say sloppy overweight, um, but he has all of those other things? Yes. But is she sexually drawn to him? Probably not.
Mm.
And some, because she's not sexually drawn, that might encourage cheating. Not to say that that's ever justified or wrong or right. Excuse me. I'll never justify or make excuses for that. But when there is no sexual draw to the person that you're with all the time, it's no incentive to want to be intimate with them, even with those things. And let's be clear, today's modern day woman, many of the time, is doing a lot of these things before the man gets here, as far as taking care of herself. And not to say that that doesn't isn't attractive men that want to be providers. However, there still has to be more allure there. So you just decided not to take care of your body and being like, okay, but I bring home money. I mean, but I don't want to give you head under that big belly. I'll
Hey,
just
hey.
be honest. Like I like to be, very fluid and free with my partner. And if I'm like it's just too much stomach, too much of the it for one that increases sweat. Um and it reduces some of the things that I'm gonna want to do because I'm not drawn to you that way.
No,
Being honest,
said
I
once I
can only
said you were
speak for
gonna be on
me.
here, I knew it. I said, you know what, Brittany, she just straight up with it. She gonna let you know. So hold up. So basically, yeah, okay, if he got money taken care of, she might deal with him, but he might need to double back home one day, right?
Possibly. I mean, I know people personally where, the man could take care of everything, but she was not attracted to him and it affected them sexually. Like, so it's not just women that has to be got body conscious. I understand it seems to be a lot of pressure on the women to make sure you're a certain dress size, and but
Mhm.
you know, we don't want big sloppy men either.
Oh, okay. Well, what if he ain't big and sloppy? What if he's like super slim or something like that? He don't hit the gym at all. Y'all like that? Or well, okay, some women are. What about you?
I don't like really skinny men. I'm a woman with thick thighs, okay?
Thick thighs
I
save lives. Thick thighs save
they do,
lives. You
they
know
do, they do, or can suffocate you if you that skinny. I don't want to be with someone that is it feels like, you know, a boy's weight. You know what I mean? It feels like you know, I'm laid beside a 12-year-old boy by the body. I don't like that. I actually like you to have a manly physique. So a balance is necessary. Not
what?
nothing to get your proportion balance.
Oh, okay. Now, hold up though. Hold up though. See, here's the thing though. Here's the thing. I'm trying not to joke around with it, but let's get back to that thing because you got a lot of guys and I get in arguments with them all the time on my channel. They say, "Oh, you just
I
need money. You just need money. You just need money. That's all you need. You don't need anything else. They don't care." You know, and I'm like, come on now, fellas. Sex is still a part of it. Y'all still want sex and y'all still need to y'all got to be comfortable with the man's body. Now what if he, you know, because sometimes you get some other guys and they don't use the term body game, but they'll say, well, he gotta be like super cut and all of that. I mean, you and your girlfriends, I mean, generally what's the general consensus? Not so much he's over um like real grossly overweight. Okay, I can get that. But what's the general consensus about what y'all generally look for?
So I don't have to have my man chiseled like he's supposed to be, you know, a model in GQ. Um, Anytime I have seen the guys that are extremely chiseled, I tend to worry about them being in the mirror too much. I don't want you feminine, you know. Um, so I don't mind stocky. I can have, you know, average. I think you're an average build
Okay. Okay.
for like a man your height and age, for
Okay.
instance. So it's not, you know, you're not obese, but you're not a twig either. I think that's a good example of what's still attractive. You can still put on something formal or, you know, casual and look, you know, presentable in it. And I actually don't feel like, you know, we look like a walking number 10 or something. So I like that, you know. And I think my girls do too. Anytime I've seen that with a guy, it was, say for instance, a physique that was, you know, looked like yours or your friend, what is his name? J Boogie.
Oh, see, Boogie.
C Boogie,
Yeah.
yeah, like a physique like his. Hey, by the way. But a physique like his, those are still you know, attractive. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And you know, and that's the thing though, but you know, I want to get into that sex part. You brought it up. I know I just said, hey, if you want to go there or whatever you want to do, but you being you just gonna let people know. Because that's the one thing, because I'm always telling men the woman gotta look at you and want to have sex with you. I mean,
Hmm.
that's the bottom line. I mean, and you know, of course, all of y'all going to have y'all different, what y'all want. I actually know a young lady who likes a big old guy. He got to be clinically obese. That's what
Hmm.
turns her on. That's fair. And I met another one. She likes them real slim. But
Yeah.
then what you're talking about there, that's what, you familiar with Cousin T-Tall?
I've heard you mention that. Remind me who that is.
Oh, he does videos. He actually trains male exotic dancers, and he was one himself. But he talks about the roughneck. The roughneck. Now that's the guy. He ain't necessarily like that super muscular dude. He's kind of got kind of like that body like you see on a fireman or a construction worker, a police officer. And he says they really be getting theirs because it just hits women on a different level. Because it sounds like to me, yeah, you definitely like that roughneck.
Me? You saying
Yeah.
I did?
Yeah, because that's kind of like that stocky guy, that roughneck. Like, when you see him, like how you see like some construction workers, he
Mhm.
still look like he can throw something around, but if he
He
gotta.
not scrawny, but he looked like he can hold his own kind of physique.
Exactly. It's like look like he can throw you around, toss you. He'd appreciate thick thighs because they do save lives.
Well, I'm not about to go there with you, but but no, I actually do like that and that build. And when it comes to the sexual aspect of it, is like men, many a times a woman, when it comes to, the physical portion of it, knows if they want to sleep with you when they meet you, as far as just outwardly looking at you. And many of times those attractions are going to, be geared toward the guy that still looks kind of put together and, or has like kind of, or like you said, can still toss her around kind of thing. So, yeah.
And you know what? I'm glad you say that because a lot of women say that, and a lot of guys don't get that part. They thinking all this other stuff, and I'm like, I don't care what your mouthpiece is, how much money you got. She taking a look at you right away.
Mhm.
Because
I'll
I
give
guess,
you an example. So
huh?
I say I'm gonna give you an example.
You know what? I'm gonna just I was gonna say something. I'm gonna let you give the example because, well, you're gonna do it in the only way you know how. Go ahead.
So I was seeing this guy. So I'm out here. I'm in Franklin, Tennessee, and it's a lot of money resides out here. Okay, and so I met a guy. I'm seeing him. He was an engineer. He's a software development engineer. I have a knack for meeting engineers. I don't know why, but um, and he's well in his profession. No children. Um, Seemed sweet. Took me on dates to some really nice places. I knew that he was stocky, and I mean, I met him online. And in the picture,
Hold up. I be telling guys not to go online. But go ahead. It's you. Go ahead.
you be telling, oh yeah, you do discourage that, right?
Yeah, but you don't care
Well,
because you're gonna do what you're gonna do. Go ahead.
I met him online, and in the pictures, he was stocky but not obese.
Okay.
And then when I met him in person, he was obese, but he was, um, so I went out with him anyway. He was really, sweet. I enjoyed his conversation a lot. But I just did feel like he was too big for me. Like even with all of the other things, he was just still too heavy in the midsection. Any basic activities we were doing was causing him to be out of breath and sweaty. And I was just like,
Oh,
I don't know what sleeping with him would look like. I don't. It was a real deterrent for me.
wow. I mean, but he got all that money and stuff, and he got that status. He's a high value man. You didn't want to give him none.
No, not with his belly all over everywhere. No, I didn't. And personally, I equate high value not just to tax brackets, but I also incorporate character because you can meet some well-paid a-holes.
Mm-hmm. No, real talk, real talk. Wow, but hold up though. See, here's the problem because you saying that, and look, I'm just gonna be straight up with you. I'll probably be deleting some comments because they're gonna get mad at you. She should have took him. He had money. He was an engineer and stuff. Yeah, but you didn't want to see him naked, did you?
Not at all.
Mm-hmm. He
I
wanted to
damn
see
near
you
want to
naked.
see him clothes. It was rough. It was too much. And then, it was no, no. And then he was a sweater because he was, and I believe it because of, I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know the science and stuff behind it, but I felt like it was because of him being overweight. I'm a cuddler, okay? I don't
Mm.
want to cuddle under you while you big and sweating. It's a turn off. Like today, I wanted something fried, but because I had ran. I had me a salad and stuff instead. You know, you still, especially while you're out here dating, you still want to present as best as possible. And the general expectation or the societal standard of kind of what beauty still is does kind of fit in this, you know, a certain range. And I know we do deviate outside of it. You know, beauty is on a different scale and a large scale. I get that. But generally, like, I know I can't get real big out here and grab the amount of attention that I do now, you know? So, I mean, I feel like to some degree, it's the same way for men. No, we are not as physically drawn as you all are, but the women still want to be attracted to you. Take care of yourself.
So hold up, and you know, I'm joking around a little bit, but this is a more serious question, though. I mean, in your view, what's the percentage of men out here who are really, I would say, generally physically appealing to women, like overall, as far as their body build and everything?
Oh, you asking me percentages? I don't know. I don't know. I can only go based on mine and my girls. Oh.
Okay, hold up.
30? I don't know.
What number you said?
30? Is that high?
Oh, wow. So do you think a lot of guys are actually losing out because they're not hitting the gym? Because I was talking with a young man who actually follows this. He'll see this video. I better watch him shaking his camera so much, shaking his table. But anyway, he follows it, and you know, he's about to train to be a personal trainer. And he said more guys need to get in the gym because he said where he works regularly, they don't want to go to the gym. He was like the one guy who did go to the gym. Oh, he got a fine little honey. He got a fine, like, model looking and everything. And all he did was just go to the gym. And I think, you know, that's one of the reasons I promote body gain. I mean, I promote it because it's like, well, it works. I mean, look, when I started really hitting the gym myself, I started getting more attention. Now, a little bit beforehand, but there were plenty of times the woman might have looked at me. She said, I don't know. I don't want him sweating on me or something. You know, one woman actually told me that. She was like, well, Rom, you need to lose some weight. It's like, oh, man. Yeah, I don't share that too much, but.
Yeah, she was direct. I said that was direct about it.
I know, actually, I appreciate it. She was just being honest. And, you know, that's the thing, though, because I'm gonna tell you what a problem is. See, somebody like you're gonna be straight up. If I ever, you know me, you know, I hit you up if I got serious questions about something, you're gonna tell me.
Yeah.
But some women, I mean, you know, let's be real. Some women, okay, the guy you were just talking about, they would use him. They probably go out to dinner, a lot, do whatever. They might give him some just to keep him happy, but you know, that's gonna be that starfish sex or something. She's gonna make it as quick as possible, and she'll probably get on top. Be thinking about somebody else, but she gonna keep that money flowing. She might not even do that.
You a mess. But no, I could see them definitely using him. I could see that.
So hold on. Because you're not. Well, no, go ahead. Say what you're gonna say, then I'll ask you the question. Go ahead.
I was just saying, just because she's not attracted, and you know, he might be just, you know, a place filler for a moment.
Oh, okay. Because that's something important to understand, because a lot of guys don't get that part. They think it's okay. Okay, they willing to provide, and you know, they'll spend the money. But I'm like, if she don't want to.
Well, hold on. All these men that are willing to provide at, where you been running into them at?
And you know, I got the connections, but see, all the guys who roll with me, they're hitting the gym too. They'll use some of that money they got, and they'll have a high-end gym membership and everything. They ain't where you at.
I mean, they are to some degree, but we'll have to talk off camera.
Okay, we'll talk off camera and everything, man.
But no, you know, another thing with the gym beyond just body is like, it helps you with your stamina. Mentally, it's a way of de-stressing. So it, you know, and I think that'll not only just help you with the approach, but actually even sustaining when you get hers, because, you know, those things actually affect you. It meant, you know, like working out is actually kind of therapeutic, you know, and I go to therapy. My therapist uses working out as a form of therapy, you know, so it's more than one just benefit to it. So I definitely encourage them to listen to you on that end when it comes to working out. In addition to, men meet women in the gym too, and then that's instantly like a little commonality that y'all have is something that y'all are interested in. Yeah.
No, real talk on that. Real talk on that. It's amazing because when guys be fighting against them, I'm like, there's women right there though. And it's like I got a few, it's totally platonic, but I got a few workout partners myself. I mean, and it's like we just be there at the same time. Oh yeah, let's do all this, and it's cool. Shit.
Yeah.
I be Uncle Ron to someone, be young. You know what's scary? Like at my gym, we got some single young women who fine. And they getting like advice from me. And I'm like, your boyfriend? Like, no. I'm like, I be like, wow.
Ron, when I say it's hard out here, it is hard out here.
Now, you know what? That'd be another conversation because some guys gonna say, well, something wrong with y'all and everything. But, here's the thing. One of the things, just like you say, it's hard. So, because we talked before about that, a lot of women who are single, and they in their 20s, 30s, right? Mm-hmm.
20s, 30s, some 40s.
But mostly like that's your general circle, 20s, 30s, and some 40s. Because we were talking about that, and we're going to talk about that offline again. I still want to get something going, like some events and stuff. But you were telling me about that. It's like, look, I got all these women. Where the guys at? And I see some of your crew is like, guys should be going crazy. There's some player probably in wherever you at in Tennessee. Where you at again?
Franklin.
You be moving around in Tennessee. I can't keep up.
I do. I love it out here too.
Hey, it sounds like it's treating you nice, but the thing is, I'm thinking there gotta be some players out there just tearing up. They probably see this and say, "Shh, come on, man, you messing this up, man. We don't want no competition. We don't want no competition."
You know what? Well, like I think you and I had talked about it before, and about like men and approaching. And the lack thereof, or men that are afraid of being rejected, and so they don't approach. You know what? If they actually followed your advice about the body game, if you were confident in your appearance and your body, you probably have more confidence to approach.
That's real talk. Because that's the thing. A lot of guys, they're scared of being rejected. But I'm like, if the guy come up, he in good shape. Good shape. You don't have to be in great shape. Just good shape. Y'all gonna be like, y'all gonna at least like listen to him. Then he just have to have a good conversation. But
right,
I'm gonna tell you what, a lot of guys fight me on it because they fight me on it because you get a lot of guys like, oh, I ain't perfect, I ain't 6'2", I ain't like at 10% body fat. And one thing, now you can really address this. It's like if a guy got a good mix, and that's very important, a good mix. He don't have to be perfect. Does it do you or any of your girlfriend? Well, I already know what you like, but do any of your girlfriends like ask that guy has to be like 6'2", 6'3", 10% body fat, perfect face and stuff?
Well, I don't know where they're getting that from. Like, I think that's weird. Like, who's going around looking at body percentages and by looking at people? But like, do I have a girlfriend or two that says, yes, I want them to be 6 feet? Yes, but that's because she's 6 feet, but that is not the average height woman, so the rest of them would be open to at least having a conversation, or at least going out on a date and filling them out.
Okay.
And why do you think you get so much pushback when you give advice?
A lot of guys they haven't experienced body game. They haven't experienced a woman like filling them up or checking out their body, or
maybe I'm filling you up wrong.
Well, yeah. But anyway, we'll talk about it. Anyway, they haven't experienced that.
Okay.
They haven't experienced that. So it's like they don't think it's possible. They've just been rejected. And, you're trying to say, well, hold up. You see this guy over here getting it. He got a decent body build. Or you get guys in the gym. Like at my gym, like I said, got a bunch of single young ladies. And you got a bunch of guys that either got multiple women or they're married. Some of them married and got multiple women too, but we won't put their business out there. And the thing is, they working out. Like I know this one dude, he be working out hard. But he actually got a little bit of a gut. But he's strong. He will go. But you can see he keeps it as tight as possible.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not perfect. And you know, and I even told some guys, he got a little bit of a gut. Women ain't going like just push you away, because then you ain't looking too pretty and all of that. And then, you know, you look like you'll go out, eat some buffalo wings or something, go to Ruth Chris or something like that. Mm-hmm. But, you know, you got some guys thinking you have to be perfect. And I've even said to the guys, I was like, how often do you see a perfect guy in the real world? Don't count what you see online. Because they swear like all women just want some models or, you know, 6'2", 6'3" fashion model or something. I was like,
but you know what? It speaks to a couple things. It speaks to their insecurities, but also if you are under that impression, it speaks to the kind of woman that you're surrounding yourself in. If that's what the women around you are saying, then you need to reassess the circle that you're in. I don't mind, you know, a little bit of belly. I'm gonna just say it's good leverage for good support, and we're gonna leave it there.
Yeah, we'll leave it there. So it'll still be over some guys' head, but we'll leave it there. But oh man. But I'll tell you what though. We shared a lot out. I mean, we can go a while and we'll probably be talking after this recording stops, right? But here's the thing. It still come down to the body. Guys need to really just work to get their best body. What I tell men is work on getting your best body and see which women like it. That's the bottom line. You know, work on
the one you're currently in isn't attracting the woman that you like.
Yes, exactly. And you know what? It is very simple. It's like that's the easiest thing for a man to do. Now, about his conversation, he got to practice. And you know what's funny? You get guys who say, well, it's money, money, money. Okay, but they're not doing anything to make money. You know, that's what killed me. I even said that. I said, you know what? If you think it's money, common sense says try to make more money. I mean, you're going to find out anyway it takes more, but at least try to make some money. They're not even doing that. And, you know, there's still going to be some guy in a comment or something. They're going to say, well, she should have kept that engineer. What was wrong with her? But you was like, he's too sweaty. And plus, they ain't seen no pictures of you like working out. You know, got the thick thighs that save lives. You know what you know, I hit you up private. I'd be like, thick thighs save lives. No.
Yeah, you do. It don't be that private because you be in the comment or say it. You'll say it in the comment.
All right, yeah, that's me. But any final thing you want to say to the guys about body game? Any final statements?
No, I do say, you know, taking care of everybody does more than just, you know, just attract a woman, but it also will probably give you the confidence that you need to attract, you know, so it's also stimulating to you mentally, and also, you know, open your mind to different ideas. If what you're currently trying is not working, then, you know, thinking that it's eventually going to work, that's kind of falling into definition of insanity. Be open-minded to your approach. If what you've been doing is just, you know, maybe I'm trying to just stack up my money, but that's still not doing it, then be open to joining fitness group, working out, adjusting your body, and, you know, and seeing what that approach will do. I mean, it couldn't hurt to try, especially when you do have Rom, for instance, that has said that he's seen it get results from him. So that's all. Good luck to you in this cessed dating pool. That's full of dating.
Yeah, you know what? We're gonna work on some things. Well, anyway, Brittany, I want to thank you, and thank you for sharing. Always appreciate you. Always appreciate you coming through. And for the rest of y'all, hey, I get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.